Welcome everyone back to the RSCEU Season 6 minor playoffs. We've had so many brilliant matchups already tonight. 3 out of 4 best of fives, all going to game fives. And I'm really looking forward to this upper final between Erina Tribe and Fiat Multipla. Personally, obviously, I have a bit of a stake in this with the Reliable Family Car Tribe coming into the upper final. But is there anything that you see in this, Fane, that might upset us? Maybe might be unexpected from these two teams.
I don't know. From these two teams, it seems pretty even. I think we're going to definitely have a show. It's really big. Arena Tribe beating out Concerto in that best of five there, going all 5 games. And, Fiat Multipla, they had a really good showing against the Field. So I think these two teams, this is Team 1 and Team 2 in their leagues respectively going against each other. I think it's going to be a pretty even match.
We saw the first and the second seed go against one another in the Challenger playoffs last night as well. That went to a game 5 in that series, and I'm expecting to see the same from these two squads as well. We bring up the player stats or the team stats for both of these sides. We can take a little bit of a look at just how close they were throughout the entire season. I believe Erina and Fiat both ended up with 60 wins on their tally. Erina had a few more goals for than Fiat and a little more saves. So looking at this, the shooting percentage right next to each other as well. These two teams are as close as they could possibly get, first and second seed. There's basically nothing separating them probably head to head or goal difference. So hopefully we're going to get a game 5. I mean, I didn't know what to expect that when I casted over the Challenger playoffs last night. I predicted it going to a game 5, and it did eventually end up there. But tonight, just looking at how Erina Tribe been playing, they ended up, like you said, going in a game 5 against Concerto in that first one, and Fiat Multipla took Vale down 3-1. They're looking a little bit stronger coming into this, and I'm guessing just off of that it could end up going 3-2 to Erina Tribe. That's my prediction. I'm going to call it right now.
And coming out quick with it, Vector. I mean, it's very interesting for sure. One thing I wanted to notice or to point out is the opponent saves. It looks like Arena Tribe coming out with more opponent saves. That's pretty much the only thing that stands these two teams apart. And that I would say personally that means they're more of an attacking. I mean, they have more chances of shots on goal. Um, just from stats. We'll come out and see how these two teams play, but um, opponent saves 354 as opposed to 317 for Arena Tribe. I think that they're gonna have an advantage, like you said. I think this will go to a best of 5 with a 3-2 with Arena Tribe winning it.
It could end up shaking up that way if we take a look at the player stats. Could break that down a little bit more just to see who could be the ones that stand out the most in this series. We've already seen them both on stream tonight, Erina Tribe and Fiat Multipla. But who would be the standout players for you? I mean, we all know how dangerous Laser and Strength and Bolt can be, although we saw them have to push it all the way to a game 5 against that brilliant Concerto team as well. Alpha Fire stepping up as a challenger player in that series. So, is there anyone that stands out for you other than the obvious ones that we might expect to perform?
Well, what I want to point out is Kincaid playing out 45 games, which is more than half of the season. So if they have to rely on a sub for whatever being, the Waifu fan club actually has a really solid sub. Not to say that Chonker isn't a solid sub, just Kincaid has more games played. But I do know, as for Fiat Multipla, that Kinetic and Sakuna are both very good. Angela's very good. Angela's been actually popping off from what I've seen playing in six mans and stuff with them, getting better all the time. So, I mean, both these teams have really strong rosters, and it's going to come down to who plays together better as a team at the end of the night.
Yeah, 45 games is quite a high count for a supposed sub. It may just be that they're a rotating kind of team, and they let that fourth man come in to affect series in a different kind of way, maybe to throw their opponents off in some manner. but it may just be that he's a great player and he slots into that Erina tribe system quite well. And clearly he can play. Just looking at his stats, only half the season played, about that. So, I mean, I don't know if they're going to throw off the main roster in this upper final. They're probably going to want to start with the best 3 players that they know they can, going against the second seed here, the team that's right next to them in the standings and right next to them in stats as well. It's going to be a clash at the top of Minor to decide who ends up going into the grand final. This best of 5 starts right now between the Erina tribe and Fiat Multipla. We have a kickoff won by Fiat. Kinetic goes up to try and find something early on, but is met by Bolt. Strength to the corner. Sykkuno follows it up. He gets a nice double touch. Scans across the front of the goal, though. Doesn't quite find its way on target. But a quick start for Fiat may have put Erina in a different position than might have expected to be.
Yeah, and we're seeing Erina tribe coming out a little bit slow. Fiat Multipla bringing on a lot of pressure in the first 30 seconds. As I say that, Bolt gets a really good shot there. Sykkuno just having to save that one out, poking it to the side as Fiat pushes up the field again, but Erina tribe says, nope, we're going to keep it in your half. Really good shot there. Good try, Bolt trying to sit into this. He's going to get it out to Strength, who's getting it off the backboard. Laser has a shot, might be able to get it. Kinetic just barely with a squishy save off the top, but Bolt might slot it in top left corner. Really good start there for Erina tribe.
Beautiful example of how to defend. I mean, it was a bit of a double commit. I think Sykkuno coming out there after Kinetic, but a fantastic squishy save to almost stop that offense, but it wasn't quite enough. You know how dangerous Erina can be on the counter, and keeping that pressure, that third man offense, especially when they know how to rotate in that side of the field. But I think Fiat gonna want to start to get a few more passing plays going. Kinetic and Sykkuno almost link up there. It wasn't a direct pass, but it's almost a 3v1 going back up the field. Didn't oversleep. I'm not quite sure who that is on the Fiat Multipla side. Has just managed to clear it out in his defense, keeping this one to just 1 goal. But straight back across the field for Bolt to pick up. He puts it across the left. There are no Fiat players there except Sykkuno, who doesn't quite have the boost, but steals the corner. As Laser kicks this to Strength, going back up the field. It's straight back on Strength. He misses the shot to the right-hand side. He was gifted that by the defense. Couldn't quite finish it off. As Bolt goes for the double top, it's down to Laser. It wasn't on target, but it looked like a nice passing play developing for Erina. It looks like they've had most of the control so far, but it's still only a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I would agree. They've had most of the control, but Fiat Multipla has had some shots. Kinetic might be able to take this one up the field. Fiat Multipla has definitely had some chances, and they just have to get it on goals. Laser can just clear this one out. No one back, and he's just going to get an easy open net. Sykkuno just too far up the field.
It's a brilliant finish from Laser. Some fantastic power coming all the way back from his own half. And just no one there in rotation for Fiat. I think they threw everything into that offense and hoped it would work. And I think I figured out who didn't oversleep it's Angelo. I don't know why he's changed his name, but he has done so, messing up everything for the stats committee. As Bolt goes up, tries to clear this one out, does so, straight down to Sykkuno, but Laser's there first. His pace is dangerous for Fiat to have to deal with as he tries to get past down to Bolt, but it wasn't quick enough. Strength is already there to follow it up, but Sykkuno reads it brilliantly, cuts it straight back across midfield, which gives Bolt a chance to take control, but he hits it to the backboard, just about managed to clear it out for Angelo. A kick up the field is almost put away, but Strength in a great position to deal with it. And at the moment, because it's only a 2-goal game, Erina know they don't have to throw everything from the midfield. They kind of just seem to be booming it into position and hoping that they can beat out the Fiat rotations.
Well, and that's what I wanted to point out, is it seems like the two difference between these teams are the crisp rotations of the Erina side on defense. Fiat Multipla just leaving a third man too far up, not quite able to get there. And it's been 2 somewhat easy goals then for Erina just because of the rotations, I would say. Hopefully Fiat has an answer.
Well, the first goal was brilliant control from Bolt and Laser here for the third one. Another passing play from them. Wasn't quite direct, but it was enough. It threw off the defense. They didn't quite know how to read that. They need to get to the ball before it's even even an issue from Laser, because we know just how pinpoint he can be on offense, passing or shooting. It doesn't really seem to matter, as both him and Bolt have 2 assists and 2 goals. But Saikuna finishes this one off in the midfield, a demo on one of the players. I think that was Strength that was demoed out by Angelo. It's a great touch there. I don't think he would have ever managed to get a play on that, but it messed up the defense, and they found a way back.
Yeah, some awkward positioning there from Bolt, not able to quite get the touch, turned backwards towards his own net for that save. Really difficult save if you're going to be able to do it. And they just get slot another one in Sakuna from midfield right off of kickoff. This is a 3-2 game now with 1:30 left, and in about 20 seconds, Fiat Multipla has almost tied this one up, at least making it a game for this best of 5 series.
Phenomenal dunk from Sakuna straight off kickoff. It's exactly what they needed. There's not much time left in this game when we're talking about the top 2 seeds in minor. Goals don't come so easily, despite the fact that it is a 5-goal game right now. But Strength picking up a pass from Laser back to the corner. Demo's out one, but he doesn't have control. This is back up the field for Kinetic to do something, but Bolt kicks it away. Angelo trying to get something off, but Laser takes control, almost gets it past Saikuna. I think the last man defender would have been there to deal with anything else, however. But this is upfield. Kinetic can't get to it quite quickly enough. We're seeing some cracks in the Erina Tribe midfield, but they always seem to be just in time on rotation. They always have enough boost, which shows that Fiat really aren't taking advantage of those misplays, mispositions, and utilizing that space when they actually get those opportunities.
Yeah, they're most certainly trying, but they're just not there quick enough, as Erina Tribe is very quick. Laser being one of the fastest on the field, I would say.
Saikuna tried to develop something, but Strength does very well to get this out of defense. Up the field, he gets another one over Kinetic, but he doesn't quite have the boost to follow it up. Can't create any opportunity for Erina Tribe, but it doesn't matter. They have a goal up with 5 seconds left. It's in the wrong side of the field for Fiat as they try to kick it up, but Strength has all the time in the world to just leave it for Bolt, who kicks it up to the ceiling. Angelo trying to find Saikuna, but it's going back towards their own half. The wrong way to be going. And Erina Tribe take game 1. In just a 1-goal game, this is quite close, and I think we expected it to be close between these two teams. But I'm thinking that Erina's probably got this one in the bag, just based on how quickly they're managing to adapt to the play.
Yeah, I think so as well. Really smart of them to kind of hold back, and once they were 2 goals ahead, you kind of just saw them sit back and chill and not try to be over aggressive or anything, and it really helped them out. Um, Fiat Multipla coming back in 20 seconds. I mean, anything's possible, of course, but I agree. Erina Tribe, they are looking like the stronger team right now, and the rotations are just crisper. Fiat Multipla is going to have to find an answer, and I think the demo plays is going to be a part of that answer.
I'm expecting to see overtimes in the next game, if not the next one after that. I don't think it'll be a clear 3-0 sweep. Fiat have got too much in the bag for that. Saikuna with 4 shots, finishing 2 of those, 50% shooting. He'll need a little bit of help from his teammates as neither of them had a shot on the board. And there weren't that many saves, to be honest. I think the saves were quite concentrated, showing that there's a specific third man that ended up being in position to deal with the plays. There weren't too many offensive stints for either side. It seemed to just be 1 or 2 opportunities, and then it eventually went in. But a neutral kickoff starts out well for Erina Tribe. Bolt has another touch. It's over Angelo. Both players from the follow-up go up, which gives Kinetic some time to go up for this. He tries to get it past Bolt, but not managing to do so. As Strength tries to take control and beat out the midfield, but he doesn't. Saikuna pushes it back to the backboard. Saikuna trying to take control. A nice shot to the left-hand side, but both Erina Tribe defenders go for it. Bolt gets the touch. It's straight back down to the midfield, but it's an easy clear for Laser. Straight back up for Angelo to deal with. He misses that, and Laser did not expect it. Strength back to the mid, expecting Bolt to be there, but it's Laser that finds it, and Saikuna's up. He manages to get the clear just in time. He was the last man back, and that would have been dangerous if he did not get a touch. Kinetic back to the midfield, but Bolt finds it first. Sakuna, the great 50 up the field as well, but the offense for Fiat's just not quick enough. They seem to want to build some sort of offense, but they go at it alone, and then when it doesn't quite work out the way they want it to, they all just kind of sit back and hesitate and hope that Erina don't find something else on the counter.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seems like. And they're having a hard time rotating and knowing who's to go for the ball. As you see Kinetic and Angelo, they're fighting over who's in what position, as they do get a chance here, but nobody able to follow. Bolt having some really, really clutch clears, I would say. Clutch touches. And I do want to say that Strength has been sitting on anywhere between 250 to 800 ping.
Great save.
Angelo with a great slave there. It's going to be out to Sakuna now. It's off to the side. Strength not quite able to get it. And like I said, Strength is lagging pretty hard.
That was a clean opportunity between Kinetic and Sakuna. Kinetic could not make contact. Would have been a free goal with about 3 minutes left to go. They'll not be wanting to miss those opportunities. Interesting mix-up between Sakuna and Kinetic. Gets a decent dribble. The last man Laser managed to get back in time. So he links up with Bolt, gets back up the field, but he cannot find the boost to get anything more from that. Angelo goes for something half-hearted, but it's straight back up the field for Laser to follow it up, and Bolt doesn't get the touch, but Laser does to the right-hand post. Doesn't quite manage to go in. I would have expected the net to be broken much sooner than this in a game with such prolific players, such prolific teams. But the deadlock hasn't been broken quite yet.
Not quite yet. With 2:30 left, we still have half the game. You can really notice Strength having a hard time here. He's having a difficult time. It almost seems like a 2v3 for Erina Tribe right now. And they're doing well with it. Bolt and Laser doing a very good job playing very aggressive. See if Strength can figure out his internet issues. If anything, they could get the sub in, but Strength gets a goal. Seemed to be a double commit on Erina Tribe, but it works as Strength's trying to get a demo and then a bump play going, and it just able to get it in the net.
I don't think it was much of a double commit. The third man was coming in just off the rotation. One of the Fiat players was demoed out and could not be part of that play to do anything. It was great work by Strength to barrel that through. But breaking the duck, 2 minutes left with the game to go. Sakuna takes control, passes it straight out to Bolt, who misses on the left-hand post, but it's rolling up. It's going to roll in onto the other side. And unfortunate touch from Sakuna here. I think he expected the third man to get something off of that, but miscommunication means they go down 2 goals with not much time left on the clock, to be honest.
144. It only took him 20 seconds before to get 2 goals, so anything can happen at this point. Do see Sakuna just being able to clear that one out, but he's having a hard time having his team follow him, I would say. He's having a hard time, just the Fiat multiple side in general on offense is having a difficult time creating chances.
So trying to get something off of this. It's off the arch of the ceiling. Sakuna goes for a shot. He gets it over Bolt, pushing this game back to a 1-goal deficit. Great work by Angelo to take that over Laser. He's a great defender, but if you're pushed out of the play like that and you force the double commit from the defense, you'll find a way through. It's just a simple shot, but it managed to go in. And I think it's something that we saw in the match between Erina Tribe and Concerto. If you manage to get through that midfield, they kind of have a bit of trouble holding on to the defensive rotation when it's. I don't think they expect to be in defense nearly as much as other teams, being that first seed in league play, and so when they're just not on offense, it's a bit of a foreign environment to them, and they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, very aggressive team. Sakuna creating many chances for his team. Angelo might have a shot here. Very close. Laser's going to take it off to the side. He's just going to put it out to Sakuna, who's able to get a 50 on it. Strength's going to beat it out and maybe get a passing play here in the middle. Kinetic can take a touch. Going to try to pass this out to mid. Strength doing a good job just cutting that one off. I think Fiat Multipla is starting to give it all. 30 seconds left. They need a goal here.
Fiona was in a great position to follow that up. Had to backflip to get anything off of it. Angelo demos out Strength, so Laser's all alone back up the field, but Bolt with a great pinch to keep it out of his own half. Kinetic misses here. Angelo has to take his time. He has low boost. He gets beaten by Bolt. Sakuna up to the ceiling. It's the last chance. 10 seconds to go. Up the field, but Kinetic has no control. Sakuna back across the field, but there's no Fiat Multipla player there to take it. Bolt keeps this alive for Laser to try and get something, but Saikuna the corner, Angelo keeps it alive. Strength with another shot. Another high ball, but Laser's probably just going to kill it to the left-hand side. No, it's still alive. This is bouncing down, though. It's probably going to be all she wrote as Kinetic tried to get something to the corner, but the boost management wasn't quite there. And Erina tried just about to take game 2 with another 1-goal game. Didn't quite get her overtime this time, Fane, but I think it could be on the cards for the third. I definitely don't think this is going to end in a sweep.
Yeah, it's Fiat Multipla is going to have to find an answer for this Erina Tribe offense for sure. It could go into a 3-0 sweep, and I think Strength is going to try. His internet seems to be fixed now. He is back on 30 ping, so we're going to have to see. And yeah, the player's also noticing it. But it could be a 3-0 sweep. I didn't expect it. We could see Fiat Multipla at least have an answer or two in games, but like I said, I do think this will come out on the Erina Tribe side.
You never like to see connection issues affect the result and the gameplay of a series. It's horrible to see. I mean, it shows that it's not all about skill and about ability and who's better on the day. If you have connection issues, then it's something that's quite unique to the world of gaming. Obviously, with esports, you don't have lag in real life except maybe mental lag. But physics is quite consistent there. Sometimes not so much in game. As Erina Tribe are having to deal with this, they do have a 2-0 lead in the series. They're on match point, but a quick kickoff goal from Saikuna might change that. A shot across the bow is dangerous for a Laser to get a kickoff there, but it just wasn't enough from Strength, whose connection issues are intermittent at the moment.
And maybe that's what Fiat Multipla needs to get something going, a little bit momentum on their side. 2 seconds in, already a first goal for them. Hopefully they can come back in this 2-0 deficit in a best of 5.
Strength back to the midfield for Bolt to pick it up. Saikuna with the clear. Angelo's up already. It's a great shot off his hood. Just ricochets to the right-hand post. Laser got something on the end of that. Fantastic save from him to keep this to just a 1-goal game. But Saikuna's already up the field. Angelo with a free shot, but it's pinched straight back across with Kinetic having to deal with it. Decent touch. Laser misses, so he gets another chance across, but Bolt is already waiting for that. And it looks like Fiat been a little more aggressive, staying up the field, getting into those advanced positions to control the ball before any Erina Tribe player can get there. It's just the shooting accuracy that isn't quite working at the moment. I think if they can sort that out, they can start scoring a lot more dangerous goals than Erina has to deal with.
Yeah, I think so as well. And they're creating a lot more chances for themselves. Like you said, just needing a little bit more shot accuracy percentage on their side. But it's going a lot back and forth, I would say. And this is the quickest game we have seen of the 2 games prior. Really good job from Fiat Multipla, trying to come out aggressive and trying to get things rolling for their side.
Show off the backboard after a great dribble play up the midfield, taking his time, recognizing that he has space. Saikuna goes for the follow, but Laser just about there, covering his teammate Bolt. Strength is in an awkward position going backwards. The last man is demoed. If Saikuna can get a quick shot off here, it could be going on target. Strength misses the follow-up off the backboard, but Kinetic can't quite get it past Bolt. Great save from him. The defense of Erina Tribe being massively tested right now. They managed to hold on to just a 1-goal game, but the offense isn't nearly as efficient, as coordinated as we've seen in the last 2 games. They can't seem to get out of their own half unless it's from a big pinch like this. And even then, they don't seem to have any free shots, but Bolt does put this one away. The rotation from Fiat was really slow on that one, and I think they just got a bit off a little more than they could chew in that one push.
Yeah, I think they need to be aggressive, but like you said, I think Fiat Multipla has definitely had the advantage in this game. They've been a lot the aggressor so far and doing a really good job linking up.
Strength with a fantastic shot, but Kinetic saves to his own crossbar. Bolt with the follow-up straight back to Saikuna. Clears it up the field and lets Laser deal with it. A smart double tap. Puts Saikuna in an awkward place. as he gets another touch to this, and Strength tries to get a double tap off the back ball, but doesn't have the spacing. Bolt straight back to Sykuna, still in the corner. Laser trying to get a pass into midfield, doesn't get the touch. Kinetic commits, which gives Strength an opportunity there, but Bolt did not want to throw anything into that play, not wanting to risk the counter-attack blowing up in their faces. But another one here between Laser and Bolt. It's up to the back bar. He's going for the double tap. He hits it to the crossbar. Just about does not put it away, but he got his teammate Strength to do it for him. Fantastic counter from Erina is unstoppable for Fiat.
Yeah, what a phenomenal shot that would have been from Laser. He still set it up for his team, but Laser bringing out some mechanics in minor. It's good to see.
I've said it before, and I'm probably going to say it again. A shot that's just off target can easily turn into a pass. Your team is willing to be there, recognizes that. They don't trust your shot going on target, but I think Laser will be fine with that. I'll be happy that Strength was there to finish it off. As Angelo tries to get this back across the field, it's left for Sykuna to deal with. It is back down to Angelo, but he just tees it off to Bolt with a quick shot. Sykuna's there, however, just about keeping this one to only a 1-goal game. Laser going to the backboard again, doesn't have the boost to do anything special. This time at Bolt with a quick shot to the left-hand side. A lightning bolt from the player puts this one away. It's another assist by Laser, and the Fiat Multipla defense just completely falling apart off that backboard.
Well, and it was mostly a clutch bump from Laser. He puts the pass out, gets a clutch bump on the would-be saver. And, I mean, Laser's been on fire. Erina, Tribe, and Hole are looking great, but Laser is definitely MVP, as I think they're just going to go 3-0, done and dusted. They just want to go to the finals. They don't want to sit here and mess about with 5 games.
This is the only time that we've seen the scoreline this close to being more than 1 goal. Sykuna finishes this one off with a great pass in field from Kinetic. It is a 1-goal game once again with a minute left to go. This is clearly the first and second seed in the minor tier. Facing off, Laser tries his best, but that wasn't quite enough. Do Fiat actually have this in the bag to push it to overtime at the very least?
Yeah, they most certainly hope so, right? Sykuna coming out clutch there, but Laser just turns around and answers right back. They have to score 2 in a minute to at least get into overtime, and we saw him do it before in 20 seconds. It is most certainly possible. They don't want to go down into that losers bracket, but Erina obviously just wants to be done with this series.
Instant reply from Erina off the kickoff. Sykuna tries to get something here, but it's straight onto Laser, who takes the control, pancakes it off of his car, and then gets past the second man. Doesn't quite beat Angelo, however. Kinetic's already up the field. They need to be this aggressive. They need to be in this position. Sykuna going for the follow-up, but Laser strikes again, keeping his team in the lead quite comfortably. I mean, Laser's been all over the place. He's got 2 saves, 2 assists, a goal to his name. And it just seems to be doing everything for his team. You can tell that Strength is that last man, that rock in defense, staying back, cutting out some of those offensive plays that Fiat tend to try and develop. It's not quite enough. They seem to have just got goals off of slight mistakes from Erina. It's never been anything built from their own hand, it seems.
Yeah, and I would agree. And Erina really controlling this series all the way around. Laser and Bolt shooting their way all the way into this 3-0. And Erina Tribe's going into the finals. I mean, I think it's well deserved. And, you know, Laser popped off, man. Erina Tribe did well as a whole, but Laser seriously popped off. We do see Bolt with 6 shots and 2 goals. But I just feel like Laser really controlled that whole series by himself.
Absolutely. The link-up play between him and Bolt, you can see the chemistry. It just exudes from within the gameplay. They trust each other so much. They're always in position to play off of one another whenever things don't go well. I mean, Strength came in with that follow-up off of Laser's almost brilliant double tap. It was so close. And sometimes goals that don't go in or shots that don't go in are almost just as good as, or if not better, than just some standard goals. It was so damn close, but it didn't need to go in the end. Erina Tribe take this one rather comfortably, a 3-0 sweep. I definitely didn't expect it to go this way. I thought first and second seed going up against each other would have ended in a Game 5 slobber knocker, but that's not the way it's gone, and Fiat Multipla have been pushed down into the lower bracket. They're going to have to fight for their right to go into the grand final. But congratulations very much to Erina Tribe. They're going to have to wait now just a little bit to go against their opponent in the grand final, but well played to them. And I hope they're celebrating just a little bit, maybe not too much.
No, don't celebrate too early, but most certainly be proud of getting this far at the very least. 3-0 against the number 2 seed is a huge win and really going to set them up with a lot of momentum going into that final.
They will certainly hope so, but we're going to have to take a little bit of an extended break here after that series. Might have expected it to go a little bit longer than it did. But already we've seen in the lower bracket, Weeaboos 3-0 swept out Ember, taken down the 6th seed, now pushing on to the lower final where they will face Fiat Multipla in not too long, just about half an hour, something like that. That match will be coming soon, and I hope to see you all there for that one as well. And just a little bit of a teaser, after the grand final, we do have a little bit of an announcement to make. I don't know what it is. They don't tell me anything here, Fane. I don't know if you know what it is, but it's something quite big that you're going to want to have to stick around for after the grand final. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about it later. But for now, we're going to take a little bit of a break between this series and the next one, the lower final between Fiat Multipla and the Weeaboos. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with that one.
Stay tuned, guys. See you soon.